La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, always there are clouds here which add to the beauty, you know.
Ah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
Manohar Devadoss, an artist with a scientific temper, a committed professional with an innovative spirit, an endearing and a caring husband to his incapacitated wife, a doting father, an exceptional writer whose creative passion broke the barriers posed by his failing vision.
Good day.
Manohar was born at Goripalayam in Madurai. He grew up in the Madurai of the 1940s. He enjoyed his most precious boyhood days in Setupati High School.
All the fun and frolic, all the social changes, all the aspects happened during my school years, and many things happened within the school compound. Even about this column, many aspects. Even about the teachers. I wrote about one of my teachers thus in the book. It goes like this. He had an aquiline nose which was very sharp. His steel grey eyes were sharper. His keen ears were sharper still. But his vitriolic tongue was the sharpest. We had teachers like that. They were giants among men.
His artistic career began in the classroom, where he both sketched his pictures and listened to the classes. Mano and Mahi were born for each other. What began as an idyllic love affair ended in their fairy tale wedding. When Mano served her dinner at the wedding ceremony, he hardly realized that his destiny was to serve her for the rest of his life. Their thirst for knowledge made them pursue their higher studies in Oberlin in the USA.
It's a wonderful college and it's very, very intellectually inclined. For instance, in 1933, they had a policy that they will open the doors to blacks and to women, which was very, very extraordinary in the United States in those days. And the chemistry department was very, very strong, and they also had a strong Asian bias that they liked Asia. So they had a beautiful dormitory called the Asia House, where in the same dormitory the two wings and one wing girls stayed and another wing boys stayed. It was they call it a co-educational dormitory. And the following year, when I wanted Mahima to become the director, they were a bit hesitant. How is an Indian woman going to handle this 6.5 foot boys and girls in a co-educational dormitory? But then they saw Mahima's credentials and they agreed, that she could be a director, and she virtually became a legend there. It's only a head of a dormitory and organizing program, because both of us are artistic and both of us are sensitive to cultures and dance and music and the arts.
They see beauty everywhere and they open the eyes of people around them to that beauty.
From Oberlin, the couple flew back with hopes of scaling new heights in their lives.
அப்போ எனக்கு வயது 32. அமெரிக்கால இருந்து 3 வருஷம் வேலை செஞ்சு சந்தோஷமா இருந்துட்டு இந்தியாவுக்கு திரும்பி வரணும்னு தீர்மானம் பண்ணிட்டு நாங்க மெட்ராஸ்க்கு வந்துட்டோம்.
They drove down to Madurai to climb the Kodai hills, where they desired to open a new chapter as teachers in the Kodai public school. The fresh pasture of their dreams was mowed down by a fatal accident that left Mahima crippled for life.
அது ஒரு புது ஹெரல்ட் கார். என் மாமியாரும் என் ஹஸ்பண்டும் என் டாட்டரும் கார்ல இருந்தாங்க. நான் வண்டி ஓட்டிட்டு இருந்தேன். அந்த மதுரைக்கு போற வழியில உளுந்தூர்பேட்டில் கொஞ்ச நேரம் நிறுத்திட்டு கார்ல போகும்போது, நான் அப்போல்லாம் 1970 இல்லையா, ஒரு லேடி கார் ஓட்டுறது வினோதமா இருந்ததோ என்னமோ தெரியல, ஒரு லாரி டிரைவர் என்னை ஓவர்டேக் பண்ணி அப்புறம் நிறுத்தி அதை ஸ்லோ பண்ணி என்னை பல தடவை ஒரு மாதிரி டீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாரு. நான் ஒதுங்கி போக போக அந்த லாரி டிரைவருக்கு நெருங்கி வந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது. அப்புறம் சரி, இது எவ்வளோ நேரம் இந்த விளையாட்டை கண்டினியூ பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சிக்கிட்டு நான் லாரியை ஓவர்டேக் ட்ரை பண்ணி ஆக்சிலரேட்டர் மிதிச்சேன். அப்போ அந்த லாரி டிரைவர் கிட்ட வந்து காரை இடிச்ச அந்த சத்தம் ஒன்று தான் எனக்கு இப்போ ஞாபகம் இருக்குது.
In those days there were no safety belts, so she was thrown out of the car. She had no external injury, not one, but she had a spinal injury in her neck, which made her paralyzed below her neck. So she lost control of her body movement with a host of associated problems.
My father, despite Amma's accident when I was 6 years old, despite doing full-time work and pushing his career forward with standard batteries, despite looking after the entire medical, everything that Amma needed medically, and despite also spending time on his own art and everything, he has been an amazing role model of a father, because he managed to still spend quality time with me.
The course of life was changed forever, but not the spirit of the couple.
In the beginning it was difficult. Fortunately, she never went through a depression. There was sorrow, but a stage came in which she came out of it, and then she accepted it and decided that she is not going to moan or mope or cry about it, and have to lead as happy a life as possible.
Their hearts began to beat for a different tune. If Mahima could not move, Mano started losing his vision. Rain or shine, their bond got strengthened. For Manohar, life with Mahima was like walking through the woods.
A stage came in which suddenly I lost the central vision in my right eye. I had vision only in one eye, And there was a fear that the same thing may happen in the other eye. What to do, I needed a job because, her own medical expenses were high, and whether I lose my job, what to do. These kinds of very serious financial problems and emotional problems were there. Then she said, because you enjoy art, why don't you do artwork during all your spare time? Then I said, how about reading? And then she said, I will do the reading for you. And so she started reading books for me, which turned out wonderfully. In the sense, after lost my vision in one eye and considerably reduced vision in the other, my reading shot up because Mahima sat next to me and read. What more, my artistic creativity also shot up. Never before did I produce this much of artwork. She used to read till about 12 o'clock in the night. Then after that audio book had just come then. And any friend who came from, in those days they were not available in India, any friend who came from abroad, they asked, what do you want? We never asked for chocolates or the usual stuff. We always asked for audio books. And after she goes to bed, I used to listen to the audio books and do artwork. So we continued to be productive.
The true love they had for each other made them stand firm in their lives. Their love for each other was unfettered, free, boundless, and divine.
Mahima was always a giving person. She used to call it the art of giving. And we wanted to do things in a way we could, legitimize and formalize the art of giving in a more systematic way. So we had dreams like that.
In the midst of their joy, they made a promise to always strive to practice what Mahima called the art of giving. Manohar's avatar as a full-fledged artist coincided with the loss of his vision due to retinitis pigmentosa. On Mahima's insistence, back from his arduous work in the factory, their evenings and nights were bustling with his painstaking painting activities in Indian ink. Because of his condition, Manohar has no color perception.
In this picture, the thalamus of the big open lotus, I put a pottu so that I know where the center of the flower is. Then wherever I work, this is a roving pottu. Wherever I work, I keep on moving this pottu so that I will know where I work. Otherwise, if I take my eyes off, by the time I research and find the location where I do, then I'll be wasting 1, 2, 3 minutes.
He has acute tunnel vision, and the little he does see is as if seen through a pinhole. Yet his drawings are flawless, sharp-edged, breathtaking reproductions of snapshots from his life.
This is the one I'm doing in color. Here, because it's ink drawing, the temple is still black. But when you do it in watercolor, I can make the temple, very light so that it will convey the idea of the distance. So this is what I am attempting. I just started on the roof of the house. I put okay. See, now I'm able to, as soon as I touch the pottu, I know where the roof is. So this is this roving pottu will keep on moving in whichever place I work. I'll slowly work. Now the people, I have drawn only their faces because I keep waiting, because my level of vision of my eye is not constant. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. So when it becomes better, that's the time I will do the difficult bits. So I have done only the faces of the people. When I did the faces of the people, I had to stop and do something else. So I'm waiting for my vision to improve. Then I'll put the people, the boy who is walking and the woman who is buying some mangoes and all that sort of thing.
His dedication and perseverance go far beyond the ordinary. He had used special eye drops to dilate his pupils, super strong lights and special magnifiers. With his photographic memory and uncompromising attention to detail, he made all the drawings.
This was my very first book, Greenwell Years, recapturing the kind of life we had at Madurai during my boyhood. So this was my first book. It received very good reviews. This was released in 1997. Then I always admired Mahima, and because she received a very bad deal in life, so I wanted to compensate it emotionally. So I decided to write a book, a sequel to Greenwell Years, which I called A Poem to Courage, which is a title a woman called Geeta Doctor gave when she wrote about Mahima. She called her A Poem to Courage, so which I used as the title of this book. This is a sequel to Greenwell Years. It's a biographical in nature. It's a biographical novel, not a biography. In 2007, exactly 10 years after almost to the date, after I released Greenwell Years, and Mahima participated in, and this book also received wonderful reception, and Hindu put a whole page article on this book. Then Kannadasan's son, who runs a printing press, Gandhi Kannadasan, in his father's name, and he's a very successful publisher. He wanted to publish Greenwell Years in Tamil because he thought it should be, more people would read about this book, and so we translated it, with the help of another writer, and we released this book. This is the last book that was released. This is, if I remember the name, he changed it to Another Madurai in Ninaivugal. This is the book that Kannadasan publication published.
His creativity got unleashed in the form of 4 books, with a colorful memory immortalizing both Manohar and Madurai. Visiting the heritage sites with Manohar was indeed a trip back to a historic past, the days of the Pandya kings.
During my boyhood, I always liked water, and this was a big body of water, and so I liked it very much. And because this is the later in life, I realized this is the world's largest temple, Teppakulam. I had a feeling of mystic about Yane Malai. It seemed like the Malay is standing there and watching this ancient historic city. But it is one of my misfortunes that many times I wanted to climb up the hill when I was young. Somehow that did not happen. But I had dreams, often dreams, of as if I am on top of the hill and watching the Madurai. I even had a dream once that my wife Mahima in her wheelchair was there on top of the hill, and I was explaining to her the beautiful view of Madurai. So I have strong associations of Yane Malai. So this is one of the themes. I used 3 or 4 pictures of Yane Malai in my book My Madurai. I loved this college because it had such noble buildings and an oasis of trees. And I realized that some of the American college buildings are among the most noble ones in the whole of South India. And among these, I particularly liked the main hall, which is built in Indo-Saracenic style more than 100 years ago. This was built by a famous British architect called Henry Irving, who did the Mysore Maharaja Palace and the very beautiful art museum in Madras. And so when I decided to write the book, almost one of the decisions I took was that I should include this building in my book. So I have this drawing both in Greenwald years and multiple facets of my Madurai. One of my strong memories of Mahal is when we were children. I would have been around 5 or 4.5 or thereabouts, and all of our cousins came here, and we linked our hands and went around one pillar. It required 11 of us to make a circle, but we were children. Then every time any relative came to Madurai, my parents always brought them here, and I always came with them. I always used freehand to draw all the lines of whatever buildings I did. But these pillars had a just narrowing down at the top, and they were so tall, and I wanted the pillars to be perfect. The first time I used a scale to draw the straight line of the pillars, I was worried that it should not look like an engineering drawing. But fortunately, after I ended it, it looked very nice. Somebody even suggested I should use it as a cover drawing. So I was very happy with that. Then the second drawing I did with the archways inside these shorter pillars, with the fluted aspects to the archway. That was also a very beautiful picture. Then when my wife Mahima came for a book launch in 2002, when she came to the Mahal and she saw that Nataka Shala, which I wanted to do, my vision had gone down, it was dark inside, I could not see properly, and I was intimidated by it, and I did not do it. And my wife said, Mano, it looks so beautiful, why don't you try and fail? You try, do it, and if you cannot do it, you abandon it, because it's such a beautiful piece. Then I said, well, why not? And then, Chitra Arvind helped a lot. We took at least some 30-40 photographs taken from different angles. So I understood it three-dimensionally. Once I understood it three-dimensionally, using whatever knowledge I have of perspective, I did that drawing, and finally it turned out to be one among my favorites. But that picture took an awful long time to do. It would have taken, night after night I used to work till about 1:32, and it would have taken about a month to complete it. This part of the mandapam is open to the sky. Sometimes light falls on it directly. And as our school drawing master Venkatasamy, who is a very talented artist and a photographer, he gave me 2 or 3 references of this group of statue. And one of the drawings I enjoyed most doing. It was not a very challenging drawing because the references I had were very good. And so this became so special in my mind. I used this as the very first drawing in my book.
It was the Arvind Eye Hospital's connection that renewed and strengthened his ties with the city. Chitro of Arvind family offered a strong support to his creative endeavors. Room number 1 of the Arvind guest house is his second home.
It's a source of inspiration for all of us, for our people whenever you have got a will and power, you can succeed. So both the couple is an example for all of us. Say both depending on each other, helping each other, not depending, I will say that, helping each other. But ultimate goal has been reached by them. Say he succeeded in his work of the painting or drawing and other things, and she helping him in his efforts. So we appreciate all his efforts. And not only he himself is visually challenged, but he has come up with a good project of helping the visually challenged and right now he has formed an endowment on his wife's name, and he has given a considerable amount to help the visually challenged people. So what I have to say is it's really we have to thank him on my behalf, on behalf of the institution. I have to thank him for all his efforts. We still take him as an inspirational model for everyone, and so that is what whenever I think of Mano, I think of that.
Mahima and Manohar are perfect role models and a perfect couple. Their life is a message. He is an embodiment of willpower and courage to tide over any ordeal. He is filled with passion, sweetened with compassion.